Hi guys. So today I'm going to talk about chickens. I actually just put my bigger birds in with my little ones because I've got to clean theirs out. I have 14 layers that I bought at Orslins, and then I have 48 Cornish cross that I went in halves with my mom and dad with. See, there I go again saying sorry. This one needs cleaned out too, so that's also going to be one of my jobs today, but it's always a lot easier to clean that one out because it is smaller. They were having a major stare down just a second ago because they had never met each other yet, so that's where we're at today. Is cleaning all of this. One of the things that my mom wanted me to discuss is the baby chicks and the pasty butt or waxy butt, as some people call them. If you hear crying in the background, Hunter just woke up and he hasn't come downstairs yet, but he will. Okay, waxy butt or pasty butt is when their feces gets stuck to their little butts and their buttholes, and then they can't poop because it kind of dries there. And so when that happens, they're getting all rambunctious. When that happens, you've got to step in and you've got to clean it, because that's the only way to get it off. And with this many chicks, it is hard to do because you have them running around all over the place. You pick up one, look at its butt, set it aside, and the next thing you know, it's over in the bunch that you haven't checked yet. So I've got to find out some way of separating them. We did have one that we got from the Orslins. He was deformed, and I don't know, he just wasn't very good at all. His legs were all messed up and everything, and it ended up dying on us. I knew it would because it couldn't even eat or drink. And I noticed that I do have another one or two that don't seem to be able to walk real well. I mean, they do, but not like they're supposed to. So but anyway, the waxy pasty butt, it's nothing you can necessarily prevent. I mean, you can make it easier to wipe off by putting Vaseline on their little bums. I use a baby wipe, and I sit there and I use a baby wipe, and I sit there and gently wipe the poop off their butt. And sometimes, if it's really stuck, I lightly tug, and I mean extreme lightly. Let's see, you could, some people use, apple cider vinegar to wash it off or wipe it off. But as I said, I just use a baby wipe, just get the, the sensitive, the no scents. And that's what I use. But yeah, warm water with some Dawn would probably work too. The bigger ones are getting brave. But yeah, baby chicks are fairly easy to take care of. You've got to have the bedding. You have to use, I think it's pine and not cedar, because cedar can give off something that can hurt them, cause like a respiratory problem. So it has to, I think it's got to be pine. You've got various food and waters. Here's the food that we're using for the baby chicks, is that big wide red one. We're using a chick starter right now. Here's their water in this one. And then the bigger chicks, they've got just the glass jar ones. But, I mean, that's really all it is, you know, I mean, I don't know if I can find one that's got a pasty butt or not. They like pecking at my rings. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Let me see your butt. Nope, you're clear. What about you? Nope, you're clear. Can I see you for a second? Nope, clear. Clear. Well, quit trying to get my ring. I want to see your butt. You know, my husband, the day that we got all these, the guy that we have helping us at the project house, I guess Jeff told Marlo that he was going to Orslins to pick up chicks, and I guess Marlo said something about, and your wife doesn't mind? Anyway, I can't find one right now that's got a pasty butt. I'm looking, it's just not, they're just all over the place. But if I find one, I will try to attach it to this video. But I have got to get busy and cleaning these out. It's easy. You take the food thing, dump everything that's in it, hot water and Dawn and a scrub brush, and scrub it out. You do the same thing with the watering tray and wipe off the glass thing. This thing here is extremely difficult. I have to remove all the birds. I've got a big box, cardboard box, out in the carport that I'm saving just to put the small birds into it. And then I sit there and I scoop all of this stuff out, wipe it out the best I can with, you know, a damp rag or something like that. And then I put the new shavings in. I put the food thing in, refilled, the water thing in, clean and refilled, and it's the same with this one. Empty the pine shavings, put new in, dump that, wash it with Dawn and hot water, and then the same with that, because they like jumping up on top and pooping on top of the glass jars. So I think that's really it. I can't tell you the ages of these chicks because these bigger ones we've had for like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks now. And then the smaller ones we picked up at Orslins Tuesday, and today is Friday. So the smaller ones are 3 or 4 days old, and these bigger ones are week and a half, 2 weeks, if that. So that's the ages. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. You know, the heat lamps, all the babies need heat, so we've got heat lamps in here. We tried one heat lamp, but with so many babies, they were all trying to crowd underneath that one. So we went ahead and added another heat lamp. My older birds, the bigger ones that are in here, I do still have a heat lamp on them also, but it is a smaller one since they are bigger. I cannot remember where I found it, but you can probably find it online that tells you the temp that they need per age. Because the smaller chicks, they do need more heat, and then as they get bigger, the heat that they need subsides. So there is something out there, because I remember finding it at some point in time. If I find it, like if I've saved it in my Pinterest, I will try to post a link underneath this video. Good Lord. Underneath this video for you guys, if I can find it. If you don't see a link, it's probably because I didn't find it or I got extremely busy and forgot, but I will try not to. As you can imagine, this is just insane. 62 chicks, 14 layers, and 48 Cornish cross. And then, real quick, while I'm thinking about it, I've got 18 here. I don't know if they're all fertile. I'm seeing veins in a lot of them. So it's, you know, could be, the temperature dropped just a little bit. It's going down because I opened it, but it was like right at 50. And the temp is supposed to stay 50 to 55. Or not the temp, the humidity is supposed to stay 50 to 55. But because I opened it, it let it all out. But I've got my red plugs closed, so that will help the humidity start rising again here in a minute, maybe. May have to add some more warm water. I didn't expect all the... I knew it would go down. I just didn't expect it to go down that much. But anyway, yeah, that's my chaotic life right now. So, yeah, chicks and more chicks.